Hello, yeah, it's another Lucosa, or Commander Lucosa even, Elite Dangerous video. And, well, since it's Good Friday, although there is fuck all good about it, I'm basically doing this because I've got nothing else to do. So, the news is that the civil war that I mentioned in the previous video that was about to kick off now has kicked off. So of course I am still in Nehet because I have no reason to go elsewhere at the moment. And I'll go through the changes. I mean, there is an awful lot. Rebuy cost has gone up even more. It's now at just over 9.1 million. My balance is 11.7 million, so you know, rebuy cost is covered. That's fine. Everything else here is the same. My reputation with all of these factions isn't particularly great. I'm rather annoyed that my reputation with Patrons Principles has the red down arrow, because that's the side that I've been siding with in the Civil War. And I've been to the conflict zones twice now. The second time I took out 50 something, I think about 52, 53 ships. The first time I didn't take out quite so many because I got a bit bored rather quickly. But yeah, despite that, my reputation with them is going down, and the Het services, who I'm fighting against, is going up. So that fuck up that was happening in Lu, where you were gaining, you know, reputation for the side you were fighting against, that's still going on here, as you can see. Now, as far as statistics go, current assets are at 255.3 million. Credits on ships hasn't changed, obviously. On outfitting, it's up to 585.5 million. Repairs is up to 8.1 million. Munitions is now up to 705,000. That's the only changes there. As far as combat goes, bounties claimed is up to 1,801. Profit from bounties is up to 32.5 million. Combat bonds has gone up to 1,651, so it was 51 when I went to the last one, because prior to that it was at exactly 1,600. And the profit from combat bonds is up to 18.7 million. The profit from assassinations has gone up a little bit, not a whole hell of a lot, so 1,076,918. Crime hasn't changed, smuggling hasn't changed, trading has changed a little bit. The trading profit is up to 203.3 million. Commodities traded 234,743. Average profit is 137,366. Highest single transaction hasn't changed, mining hasn't changed, neither is exploration, and neither have any of my permits. Actually, on the subject of permits, I've had a few people now saying that I should have the Founders World permit. I was not a Kickstart backer, and therefore I didn't get the permit. And if you do have the Founders World permit and you were not a Kickstart backer, I would keep quiet about that if I were you, because the chances are, if Frontier Developments find out you've got it and you are not ranked elite in any of the three, and you were not a Kickstart backer, you shouldn't have it. So in other words, shut up about it. Just be glad you've got it, because you shouldn't. Oh, fucking hell. I'll also point out my back problem, which I've been plagued with for about the last 5 or 6 years is really bad today. So moving around in my chair is really not a good idea. So I'm just going to take something for that. Yet another delay in getting this actually started. Right, anyway, that's everything there is to see there. Now I'll show you my ship layout. It's changed slightly. Right, none of this has changed. This is all exactly the same as it was before. But in internals, the sensors are now up to B8. I'm pretty sure the power distributor was already up to A8 previously. If it wasn't, it is now. But yeah, the sensors are up to B8 is the only change that I am aware of. If it's not, well, you can just have a look there and you may see it. And I wasn't entirely sure that this would mean I was fully combat ready in conflict zones. That looks like one. Yes, it is. I only have to take out 4 for an extra 10,000 credits. I'll do that one. Yes, I wasn't sure that I would be fully combat ready with this ship, not least because I don't have a shield cell bank, because of power issues. I can certainly afford a pretty good one. I can afford a B5, no problem, and I'd still have my rebuy cost covered. But the B5 will put me way over the power usage. And before anybody else says it in the comments, I have mentioned on countless occasions about switching things off and sorting out my power priorities, which I do all the fucking time, as you can see there. So will people please stop writing comments as if you think I don't know how to play the fucking game. I do, and I do know about power priorities and how to switch things off. Right, so where are we going? Well, the conflict zones are over Nehet 5, and I can only assume there's been a change brought about relatively recently, because at first you don't see them. You have to get in range, and out here you have to get in pretty close range actually to be able to find them. But they are there, and the Het 5 is the only place where there are any. There are 2.
Ship released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted.
And they're both high intensity, although because of the as always completely random element with regards to what is in the conflict zones. I mean, there is so much about this game where they've just said, oh fuck it, we can't be bothered, we'll just make it random. It's not true, but yeah, what's in the conflict zones is definitely one of them. So whether it's low intensity, high intensity, and apparently there is a medium intensity, although I've never seen one, there's, you know, that doesn't tell you a fucking thing. There could still be, you know, hundreds of enemy ships that outnumber you, or your side could completely outnumber the enemy, or you could go there and there's hardly any ships there at all, and you know, the actual intensity doesn't matter one iota. So we'll head there. No longer Maslot, let's go. So, other news. Firstly, what I thought was an April Fool's joke actually turned out to be genuine, and I'm not remotely sorry about that. And that is, of course, the fact that the bullshit competition to find the GeForce GTX Titan X Blacks has finished. So that's over and done with. Other news, there are some more community events, nothing like Lou. One is for exploration. If you go to a specific alliance station, I can't remember which one it is, but you go there, sign up to it, do some exploring, bring the data back to that station, and you get bonus credits for whatever. The fact that it's exploration means I haven't got the remotest interest of trying it. The other is it's within the Empire, and it's to do with slaves. You can take them to one station where they will buy them with the intention of setting them free, or you can go to another station. I know the other station is at Sekunchime, and there they will buy them with the intention of actually using them. So it depends on what you think about slavery within the Empire. Now, I personally don't give a toss, so I'm not actually bothering with it. And shock horror, in open play there are griefers around the other station, not Sekunchime, the other one that I can't remember the name of, who are pissing everybody off. So yet again, the people in open play who do nothing but moan that people who play solo should not be able to take part in community events are also again being absolute fucking tosspots, and are you know, ruining the game for people who are trying to actually play it. And then they moan when everybody says, right, fuck off you cunt, I'm going to play solo. I mean, quite frankly, I wouldn't get the steam off my piss for people who play in open play. And it's all because of wankers like that. Now, I've been ranting on for too long, and I forgot the high intensity zoners, so there they are. They both appeared in the navigation chart because I'm now close enough. They are both in very close orbit around Nehet 5, and as a result of that, the stuttering when you're approaching it is a fucking joke. And sometimes even while you are in there, the stuttering is also a fucking joke. Now, I haven't finished with the news or the ranting. The final bit of news is that yet again Frontier Developments, and here we go with the stuttering, and it's fucking ridiculous as always, but Frontier Developments have reneged on another promise. They told us that fuck it, let's go in there and get ready for this. I'll tell you the last bit of news while I'm fighting away. Now, I'll fight for patrons' principles because they're the side that I was with for the most part.
Under attack.
Some fucker's already opened fire on me. Let's have a look who it is. I don't think it was this one, but we'll do him anyway. So, the final bit of news. Yes, the reneged promise from Frontier Developments, and that was that they would not be putting Elite Dangerous on Steam. And guess what? It's on Steam. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh great, it means more players. With very few exceptions. I mean, I have some people on my Steam list because I do use it, or used to use it a fair bit, because there are a lot of games on there that I play. But with very few exceptions, the overwhelming majority of people on Steam are fucking wankers. And now, as I decide to take on a dangerous Anaconda, looks like he's trying to run away. Now, these same Steam wankers are going to be joining the Elite Dangerous community. So, as if the Elite Dangerous community was not bad enough and not full of enough complete arseholes, we've now got the Steam lot joining them. So yeah, it really is becoming, you know, the Elite Dangerous is fast becoming the haven for total cunts. To give you an idea of just what a bunch of wankers the Steam community is full of, it's not really how I would advise trying to take out a dangerous Anaconda. But yeah, to give you some idea of what the Steam community is like, I've written a fair few reviews on Steam, and one review that I did was for a game called Beat Hazard. And the reason I did the review for it is that it has an enormous amount of very fast, very flashing and very jerky moving like activity going on throughout. And that means that if you have epilepsy, that game is going to be a fucking nightmare. But at the time of doing that review,
Target destroyed.
the game had no epilepsy warning, and now an Elite Anaconda. Well, I'll have some of him and all. So I did the review where I concentrated on the fact that it is one of only 3 games that I have ever played that gives me problems with my epilepsy. In fact, this is one of the others. They have eventually sorted it out, but nevertheless it was there. And there was some cunt, I can't remember his name, but if you go onto Steam, shock horror, my account name there is Lucosa, and check out my reviews and look up Beat Hazard, and you will see that there is some cunt there who basically, because my review was irrelevant to him, he reported my review as spam. So, because it causes problems to people with a medical condition that he does not have, and therefore is irrelevant to him, he considers it spam and does nothing but slag it off, just say because it just doesn't have any relevance to him, and that's the only reason. So when I say that the Steam community is full of complete arseholes, I mean it. As I say, there are people in my Steam list who are alright, they're decent people. People like the Closer or Blinky, and I can't remember too many others. Fucking hell, another Anaconda. No wonder my shields are taking a bit of a pounding. But they are a very, very small minority. So yeah, I think the idea of Elite making its way onto Steam, well actually I'm in 2 minds about it. Yes, the Steam community is full of arseholes, but then so is the Elite Dangerous community. So in a way, I'd say they deserve each other. I wish I could remember the names of some of the real prize cunts on the Elite Dangerous community. There is one, I've just remembered him. He posts an awful lot on the forums, and he goes by the name of Tin Man on the forums. I don't know what if that's his commander's name in the game. but he is possibly the biggest brown noser that I have seen as far as Frontier developments go. He absolutely brown noses the fuck out of them. And there was one time during the it looks like this one's down. There you go. So that's 3 Anacondas in amongst the 4 ships I had to destroy. Now I've got some Leary Eagle trying it on. But not for long. I've now got a fucking Python. This is going to bring my shields down. But last couple of times I've come out here, I've had my shields brought down, but I still stick around because the armour of this ship is, you know, more than strong enough to withstand, you know, a few hits. And by the time this cunt's running, I'm not fucking getting away. They're still trying to get pot shots at me, so I'm going to catch you up and fucking take you out, you little cunt. So anyway, where was I? Tin Man. Yeah, during one of my videos on of the beta version, I was in an Anaconda. It was during beta 1, and my Anaconda was destroyed because a Condor, you know, that pissant little ship for the Federation, bumped into the nose. That's him down.
Target destroyed.
And I brought this up on the forums because this was back in the day when I actually went to the forums. And he replied saying, well, that's how it should be because it's realistic. Now, going by that logic, when you are trying to dock and you accidentally scrape against the entry port, that should be enough to destroy your ship. So your ship would then explode in the centre of the entry port, which would seriously damage, if not completely destroy, the entry port itself. That kind of damage would then result in the rest of the docking bay exploding, destroying the docking bay and every single ship in it. And that would then set off another chain reaction which would destroy the entire docking bay. So with that in mind, do you think that it's possible that realism is not the be all and end all, and at some point they have to say, right, we need some fun injected in the game? Clearly though, Mr. Tin Man doesn't agree. He seems to be all about realism. So I wonder if the fact that said realism isn't there, does that mean he is not happy with the game and may stop playing it? It doesn't look like it, not if you look at his continued content in the forums. And he's also continuing to write the same kind of bollocks today that he did back then. So, yeah. And when I see people like him in the forums, I do genuinely think, yep, Frontier Developments or Elite Dangerous and Steam really do deserve each other. I think, you know, the fuckers in Steam, along with fucking pricks like him, yeah, they can fucking, you know, put up with each other for as long as, well, as long as they like, really. But I won't put up with either of them. I'm almost certainly never going to play open play again, because not only do we now have the usual pricks from the Elite Dangerous community, but now we've got Steam players coming in as well. That's pretty much enough to ensure that not only will I not bother with open play much again, if at all, but a lot of other people won't be bothering. Commander Daddy 07, who fuck, that was close. I guest starred in his most recent video because it was of us in Wings, but yeah, he's one. He always plays open play, but this recent change of introducing Steam players has got him thinking twice. And given that he was one of the stalwarts of playing in open play all the time, for it to change his mind, yeah, that pretty much tells you all you need to know, really.
Target shields offline.
In case you hadn't wondered or hadn't figured out by now, I am in full ranting fucking mode. Because I'm just sick of all these constant fucking promises that, you know, Frontier Developments renege on. What is the fucking point of saying you are definitely going to do this, this and this, and you are definitely not going to do this, this and this, if you constantly turn round and do exactly the opposite? And then they wonder why people like me have nothing but contempt for them. Fucker. Alright, well that's him down, but will I get the credit? Yes I will.
Target destroyed.
Is this little shit serious? Okay, you wanted to catch my attention. Got my attention. Might be regretting it now. Ah, no wonder I was getting a few more hefty hits to my shields. There's another Python in the area. He's only piloted by a novice, but well, nevertheless it is a Python, so I'll have a bit of you. Now my shields were taken down extremely low, but they've had the chance to recharge a bit. So I still haven't taken any actual damage.
Under attack.
Well, you can see, I mean, I've got, you know, two A's, although one of those is the frameshift drive, which doesn't do fuck all in combat. And I've got a couple of B's. The sensors, which again only does a limited amount. Actually, now I think about it, I think the sensors is the only B I've got, and everything else is C rated. And I was worried that this would mean I'm not combat ready. I had nothing to worry about really, because, well, this is by far the worst I've done out here. And look at it, I'm breezing through it. And my shields have been extremely low for fuck knows how long. But, I've tried, you know, they haven't gone down. Train shift charge out of that, you little cunt.
Target destroyed.
Another asp. There are a lot of fat asps around here. Now, Commander Daddy 07 is now in an asp. I have to say that a wing that contains an asp and an Anaconda is quite a decent combination. As we have found out, we went to a resource extraction site doing a spot of bounty hunting. Is he a friendly or an enemy? No, he's a friendly. Yeah, we went to the resource extraction site, did a spot of bounty hunting out there, and it worked out really well. I was extremely pleased with how that went out. So what I'm hoping is that at some point today he'll come on, and then we'll do a simultaneous video of us in a wing in my private group out here. Right, that's him down.
Target destroyed.
Fucking eagle. Fucking leery little cunt.
Target shields offline.
You want some of me? I'll give you some of me. Now I'll also provide the link to Daddy07's video of him and me in the first wing we did. Although it was just combat runs, trading runs. I mean, he was in a Type 6 at the time, so yeah, he was only going to do trading runs. You can't blame him for that. But now he's in an ASP, which is, you know, a decent combat vessel. It is once you've got a couple of upgrades, especially to the thrusters. The manoeuvrability with E-rated thrusters is not great at all. But yeah, once you've slapped on the Ds, you're fine. And anything else is a very nice and very welcome bonus. Speaking of which, that comes down. I don't know if I'll get the credit. Yes, I will. Deadly Python. Alright, I'll have it you. I've got two fuckers behind me firing. Trying to see, they're not really doing an awful lot though. Okay, now I've got 4 ships firing on me, one of them is this cunt. Now I am shieldless. I'm only down to 97, 96, I think I'm still okay. If it goes down to about 70, then I will start to think, right, I'm going to make a move. I want to at least get this fucker. I'm down to 84, right, okay. Well, annoyingly, I am going to have to make a move after I've done this cunt. Right, okay. So who is firing at us? Okay, that's that leery little fucker. Whoa! Oh, Cobra like to get... Oh, hang on, no, that's not a little cunt, it's a fucking Imperial Clipper. Okay, well, I'll have a bit of you then, you little cunt. Or not so little cunt, but I'll still have a bit of you. Alright, I'm down to 70, so I think I will head out after this. I don't usually use cannons against these things, but I'm kind of having to at the moment. Down to 65. Taking more damage than I usually do out here. Alright, that's him down.
Module malfunction.
Oh, you fucking shyster. Yeah, now I'm all over the place because my thruster's gone. Okay, I think they've got it back under control. Oh, hit him with a cannon. Won't be of that. He looks like he's trying to run away. Yeah, he is trying to run away. Okay, he didn't run away though.
Target destroyed.
Another fucking Viper. There's someone else closer. Damn. Cobra. No, he's getting further away. Still further away. What about this cunt here? Another Viper. bollocks to it. I am a bit too heavily damaged actually. I just see this at 48, so it's below half. So I am going to head back. That's very disappointing. 334,000. Last time I was out here I had more than double that.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So down to 48% hull. That means repairs are going to be between 60 and 70,000. So I'll still make a decent profit, but not quite as much as I would have liked. So the modules, the shield generator went down to 48. So I'm amazed that was still working. Thrusters at 68, that's the thing that malfunctioned. What about my power plant? I'm sure they were probably targeting that. 68 as well. So yeah, they were targeting it. So that makes me think that maybe better shields are still in order. Now I can afford better shields. I can afford the B7s, but if I get them, that will leave me with well, if I include what I'm about to get here, that will leave me with about 500,000. It will also mean that my rebuy cost will go up to around 10 million. So although they would be extremely useful, there's no fucking way in hell I'm going to do it. I mean, while technically I can afford it, really, no, I can't afford it. And I'm not going to be doing endless fucking trade runs to make up the lost you know, balance to get back to that rebuy cost, because I'll be doing trade runs for fucking hours. And the buying price of gold in Nehet has gone down quite sharply. Combined with the buying price at Shapsugabus going up quite sharply, means that the old gold run is now no longer worth it. If you can go to Lyabes, gold there is even cheaper than it was at its best price in Shapsugabus. The only drawback is that the trip back from, you know, here to Lyabes, there's nothing that you would make an enormous profit on. I think the best you can do is take bio-reducing lichen, but you're still only going to make about 300 or 400, maybe 500 per ton. But it's such a, well, comparatively small profit that even though you make more on the gold bringing that back here, the actual run overall is not as profitable as the Nehet to Shapsugabus run. That's why I don't do that one anymore. Trying to figure out how I managed to take such a pasting. I only assume that Imperial Clipper must have had some pretty impressive firepower. Maybe he had Muslimic ray guns. If you hate the EDL as much as I do, you'll know what that's all about. Fagash all over me keyboard. The Anaconda is sparking like mad, so yeah, I definitely took some hefty damage out there.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
I overshot that.
Docking successful.
Right, let's see what the damage is. 60,000, that's not too bad. It's ridiculous. You've got an Anaconda, a ship that costs 148 million. You've been damaged to 48% hull left, but the repair bill is only 60,000. Now, I'm not complaining for once, but realistic? I'm sure Tin Man will have something to say about that. Anyway, here we go, so another 334,000, so I'm very close to 12 million now. Oh, and I've still got the, oops, not there, there. Not even closer to 12 million, but still not over it. I thought that might just have been enough. Yeah, you can take the fucking standby off any time you like. Oh, for fuck's sake, about fucking time. Poxy fucking bollocking thing. Well, at least here it's shown patronage principles has gone up, but that's purely as a result of me doing that mission. It had nothing to do with me taking out the enemies out there. So yeah, my reputation with the Empire is going down because I am destroying Imperial ships. But then again, I am also fighting alongside Imperial ships because both sides out here are backed by the Empire. So yeah, the whole reputation system seems to be completely fucked up, which is a real rarity for this game, you know. So anyway, there you go. That's the Nehet Civil War. It hasn't been going for very long, so if you're in the area and you're in my private group, stop by and we'll do a wing out there. And hopefully sometime later today I'll do another video of me and Commander Daddy 07, and who knows, maybe one or two others, in a wing heading out to that same conflict zone. But in the meantime, I think I've ranted for quite long enough. So this is Commander Lukoza signing off.